Oh, we're recording, aren't we? I completely forgot. Orkies. Hey, Maddie.
How's it going?
Not good. Honestly, after that episode of Drag Race Down Under.
Yeah, my poor baby.
Yeah, okay. Getting ahead of ourselves. Welcome to What the Fuck is Happening, the podcast. The bonus special, prequel, sequel, spin-off, Drag Race Down Under, recap, review edition. Season 1, episode 4.
Yes.
Really, again with the rolling off the tongue.
Rolls off the tongue.
Si, senorita. Okay, so we started off. Oh yeah, very sad. But let's just run through the episode in a timeline that makes sense.
Okay.
Right.
I guess.
We start the episode.
One of these weeks we're gonna do it the way I want to do it, which is we just talk about the big moments.
Okay, well, first it's a call-out post for Maddie because she barely watched this episode. She was on her phone the whole time. What are you? A Gen Z-lennial? The entire time.
3 times Mum texted me and I had a look at what she was texting.
Uh-huh.
And that was it.
I saw you scrolling.
I had to zoom in on the photo she was sending me. Go on.
Well, I just needed to call you out before you say this was a boring episode.
It's kind of a boring
It was a great episode. There was so much drama. Okay, anyway.
There's a lot of drama in the beginning.
We have...
And then it plateaus.
No, the entire episode, you dumb bitch. I say that with love. No, the episode starts with the intro, the theme song, and we see that there's an actual in-person guest judge.
We do. That was shocking.
Shocking.
We didn't know who it was.
COVID's really changed reality TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, wild. And who went home last week? Coco. And that was fucking funny because Anita, my sweet, sweet baby child, was like, oh, I'm going to miss Coco. She was so nice.
Yeah.
And it's like, sweetie, Coco wasn't that nice to anyone.
No, she wasn't.
Well, I love her. I love Coco, but...
But Anita said it with such sincerity.
Yeah.
She was like, she was so nice. Oh, Anita. You're so cute.
Was. Anyway, so... They have a kind of a debrief, I believe, about the previous week, in which we find out that
that etc. and
Scarlett were being so mean.
Cunts. That's what we find out.
Your words, not mine, but yes, they were being really mean, like unnecessarily mean to Elektra.
Elektra, yeah.
They were like ganging up on her too.
They were being pretty mean. They were ganging up on her.
And Elektra was like trying to defend herself, saying, I was in the bottom because I did so well last week that it overshadowed the rest of my team.
Which is basically what Bruce said. It's
literally what they said, the judges said. And then Scarlett and etc. are all, no, you're in the bottom because you're shit.
Yeah.
What did I say? You put glitter on shit, it's still shit?
Yeah, in the confessional. That was so mean.
They're unnecessarily mean.
Yeah, that was mean. That was really mean.
And I feel horrific for Elektra, because obviously she feels like she needs to defend herself.
Yeah.
And then the others are reading that as aggressive, and it's like, well, no, she's literally...
Yeah, she's like the subject of something really terrible. Like, why wouldn't she stand up for herself?
That's true. I mean, this is also reality TV, but I don't know.
Still,
it just didn't seem warranted.
Bullying, Nick.
Well, okay, Melania. But yeah, I really loved that Elektra held her ground.
I agree.
And I love that Karen...
When did you have time to take notes?
I looked at my phone 50 times and I still concentrated.
Wow. That's so many more times than me.
I can do 2 things at once, unlike you.
I can't, no.
You're such a boy.
I was on the phone.
Do you remember that?
Night.
Oh, sorry, you go first.
I was on the phone last night to someone and I was texting somebody else and I was like, okay, talk to me while I'm texting. I can listen and text.
You can't.
And they were like, no, you can't. And I was like, yes, I can talk. And then I texted and then they were talking. And then after I finished texting, I was like, okay, you have to start again. I don't know what you said. Anyway.
That was all. I was going to say, do you remember growing up how the weird gender norm things, just gender norm things, it was like boys can't do 2 things at once, boys can't multitask, but girls can always find stuff that boys can't find when they're looking through drawers and shit.
Yeah.
You had a boy look. I don't know why.
I don't know. I mean...
Maddie, why can't you unpack the entirety of gender?
They're right.
Right this moment.
But also wrong. There's more nuance.
It's more nuanced. It not.
For example, gay people.
She said nuance? More like bigotry. It's okay. I joke. Anyway, are you crazy? Yeah, so they're all going crazy at each other in a way.
Yeah.
But, like, still pretty tame, I guess. But then Karen's like, look, I'm not going to lie, I kind of love the drama. And the reasoning for that is entirely because she's not part of the drama.
Accurate.
And I was like, yeah, I relate.
Mood. Yeah, 100%.
If I'm not in the drama, I love the drama.
Yeah, for sure.
Why else would I watch reality TV? Anyway, and then we find out this week's challenge, the design challenge, in which they have to turn, I guess,
trash.
Australian themed trash into dresses. Yes, that's right. And we find out that Art Simone is back.
Yes, to the surprise of
everyone.
One. Oh,
the cast,
okay,
not
yeah.
us.
Yeah, not us.
I saw that coming from a mile away.
Yeah,
but,
we all did.
But
the cast did not.
No, and I don't know how I feel about it because I love Art Simone.
Yeah, she didn't deserve to go home.
But also, they didn't give a reason.
They did not give a reason. It was pretty weird. They just brought her back.
Yeah, Rue was like, she's here and officially back in the competition. And everyone was like, oh, what?
Good.
Why? But why though?
Yeah.
You know? And frankly, spoiler alert, like you said earlier, if the option was between having Art Simone back
yeah,
or having a double Shantae you stay this episode, I would have preferred the double stay.
I agree. But not because either of them did well in the dance, just because I like both of them.
Yeah, I love them both. But this also raises other questions.
Right.
Like, Art's been away for an episode.
Right.
JoJo's been away for 2 episodes.
Right.
Why can't we also have JoJo Zaho back?
There is
or like, why her
reason.
instead of Art?
What I'm about to say is controversial. And the reason is, even though JoJo is objectively a funnier and better person, Art's drag was objectively better.
Right, but RuPaul's reasoning was it was a second chance.
This is true. There was no better reason. Like, I feel like the underlying reason is because everyone was like, wait, what the fuck? How did Art, the person with amazing drag,
this is true,
objectively the best drag in the competition, at least top, go home?
It's true, but also...
But they didn't give that reason.
You know what they should have done?
What?
They should have brought both the queens back last episode.
Oh my god, fight the death.
Yeah, put one on each of the singing teams.
I agree.
The girl group teams.
Yeah.
And then whichever one got to stay.
I like that.
Right? Yeah. That tracks. Anyway, Art Simone obviously kills the episode and she gets to stay.
Yep.
Which actually the judges pointed out is one of the first times that a re-entering queen didn't immediately go back home.
Which is wild to me, but...
It's always entertaining, I'm not gonna lie. Cute. Also, early in the episode, you guessed that Art Simone would win this week. What's it like to be so wrong?
I was very wrong, wasn't I?
I mean, not very, but like...
I was pretty wrong. She was safe, but wasn't in the top.
She was in the top.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, because there's only 2 safe ones were...
Yeah, no, she was in the top. Well, I was not that wrong then.
Also, okay, so in my notes, I've got... The other thing with the whole Elektra shock of it all is that the judges are kind of saying, you know, your looks are not as elevated as they need to be for the main stage, and your style, your taste is not really up to scratch. Yeah. And I'm like, that is a valid critique, but she's already there in the competition. She can't... Like, she already has every look planned out for every main stage challenge, genre. Yeah. Right? She can't just go and buy a new dress. Like, she can't do anything. She just has to kind of sit there. You know when they say, like, you're stuck, paralyzed watching tragedy happen in front of you?
Kind of.
It's like she can't do anything about the fact that her looks aren't so great for the main stage. But she can't change it because she's already there in the competition.
How do other people change it then, though?
They don't.
Oh.
That's the thing. Or they rework some of the stuff they already had.
Right.
But, like, you can only do so much. And that's all I want to say is that I feel really bad for her. Because, like, there's not really a whole lot you can do except accept it. Yeah. And excel in other areas.
Yeah. That's a bit rough.
It is. And I always feel that whenever I watch a season where they're...
Interesting. Because I always feel like they do get better. The people.
Yeah, because it's whittled down.
Oh. Okay.
Right?
I don't know. No, I don't mean the competitors get better. I mean when they're like, you need to show us something different, I always feel like they do.
Yeah, it's either they've reworked other stuff, they bought enough spares, or they're borrowing stuff off the other queens.
That makes sense.
Which, I guess. Anyway, what happened next, Maddie? Do you remember? I bet you don't.
No, of course I don't.
Oh, wait, we find out that Art Simone left the note for Coco Jumbo.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
No one's shocked.
No one's shocked. That was such a weird plot line. Like, why was it there?
It was also unnecessarily mean.
It was. That's
because
true.
Art Simone wasn't there to be like, I did it as a joke. Ha ha ha, Coco.
Yeah.
You're funny.
Did
You're
she
great.
do it as a joke?
I don't know.
The fact that she was like, there were no cameras watching me do it really implies that it was like thought out.
She knew it was a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, kind of iconic, I'm not going to lie.
It is kind of iconic. And it was like pre-planned. Like she was like, I'm going to write this note. I'm going to wait until no one's filming and then I'm going to leave it. Like, wild.
It is. And the producers did not pick up on it.
No.
Wig. Huh. Anyway, we have the walkthrough with Rupaul for the looks.
Yes.
But just before that, there's more fucking scenes of et cetera, and Scarlett Adams being mean.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think the issue is that, especially et cetera, takes it one step too far.
Mm-hmm.
That it goes from being like, shady and
entertaining.
Yeah, and like roast kind of humor to being just mean.
Yeah.
And it's always that one little extra line that she says that really pushes it over.
A little bit too far.
Yeah, I don't know, and I find that interesting because I do really like et cetera as a queen. I think the first few weeks she's done great, but I don't know. It was nice to see the emotional side of her talking about them being non-binary in real life. Like,
this is really true.
And by real life, I mean out of drag.
Out of drag, yeah. Yes, that was true. And also a surprisingly emotional revelation for someone who wasn't going home that episode.
This is true. Wasn't the bottom.
That's true. That's true. I also think that Scarlett... Okay, Rue was like... Scarlett, why do you think etc. deserve to be in the bottom?
No, why Elektra?
Yeah, well, do you have any tips for why you're better than her? I am paraphrasing, but that's basically what Rue was saying.
It was.
Which was, okay, firstly, super shady of Rue.
Really? Like, harsh.
It was really
harsh. To put her on the spot like that.
Yeah. Secondly, Scarlett had a chance there. She had a choice to go one way or the other.
Yeah.
And she chose one way pretty clearly.
I mean, she wasn't shady about it. Like, she was pretty matter of fact about it.
She was. Honestly, it definitely could have been a lot worse, but also could have been a lot better.
This is true. I agree.
Yeah, that was wild.
But that's on Rupaul for asking the question.
Accurate.
Anyways.
As Scarlett said, she doesn't want to throw in front of the bus, but the bus was already there.
Yeah.
And all she needed to do was like a quick shove.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, in that same bit, we get to see Elektra. I love this so fucking much. Elektra, when she got the chance to talk to RuPaul, actually asked for advice.
Yeah, that's true.
And that, like, never happens.
Yeah.
On any of the Drag Race country versions.
Well, it was funny that Rue was so taken aback by it, I thought.
Because it never happens. And it should.
It should. Or for sure. Like, if you want advice, you want to be better.
Exactly. And I think that proves that... how badly Elektra wants to be there.
Yeah,
because she wants to improve.
Yeah, that's fair.
And she wants to fight to stay, and I love that.
That's true.
Anyway,
that's fair.
This is my PSA for more drag queens to ask for Rue's advice when they're doing the walk around.
Fair.
Also, because it's like wholesome conversation.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah, I agree.
So anyway, that's out of the way, and then we have more cute one-liners from Anita Wiglet. She says so many cute things this episode.
She says so many cute things in general. I love her.
I love her. And that's that on that. Okay, we get to the runways. Okay. Like last week, I took the photos of the looks.
You're so smart. I don't remember you doing that last week.
Oh my god.
My brain is a sieve. It's actually ridiculous. I think I have early onset dementia. Is that an appropriate joke to be making? I'm not sure, but...
I don't care. The first look was Art Simone.
Yes.
In her
I remember this
Napoleon-y pink.
Marie Antoinette.
Marie Antoinette. I liked it.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was really good right up until you got to the shorts, and then you were like, "Why isn't it full length?"
It was like a supre skirt.
Yeah,
I mean dress, but like it cut off really weirdly.
It did.
Yeah.
But it was well made.
Yeah.
She looked hot.
Yes. My absolute favorite part of it was that she had completely white makeup on in the vibe of like French those ye times.
Yeah. Those ye
times. Ye old times. She had that white makeup on, but you could not tell because the lighting is so harsh.
It's so bad. The lighting is so bad.
The lighting is so harsh. You could not tell she had white makeup on. It looked like normal makeup.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I would agree with that.
Good. Agree with me. So yeah, that was wild to me.
That was pretty wild.
Next we had ketamines.
Okay, I loved this bally look.
I loved it too.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. It was really it towed this really good line between being creative and being like a good looking dress, which was really good. Like I feel like it could have been, there's a more creative way to use balls than just putting them on a dress. However,
she made the wig.
It looks so good. Yeah, it looks like she pulled it off. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree completely.
It feels and looks more creative than it is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and she did like specific things
That
like putting the
umbrella.
balls in the hair.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And Scarlett and stuff, and etc. really can't handle their jealousy because they were like, you should have been in the bottom, not safe.
Yeah, I disagree. She should have won.
She should have been on the top.
She should have been in the top.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
I thought it was great too.
It has like volume and shape and
yeah, I agree.
I mean, what's not?
It's interesting.
And it's like you can still tell you can still tell what the materials are, so that also checks out the challenge.
Sure.
Right?
I'm sorry I'm yawning so much, everybody. It's 9:30. It's bedtime.
You are such a baby. Etcetera's sheer look.
Ew.
I didn't get it. And it
I
looked
didn't
like she
get
just
it
put a
either.
sheet over her.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I mean, they said it on the show, but they were 100% correct when they said the top half is fine. The bottom half is so unstructured that it's difficult to look at, and I agree.
And that's on that.
Yeah.
Maxi Shield's iconic one.
Okay, Maxi. Did Maxi win?
No.
Who won?
Scarlett.
Oh, that's right. Maxi should have won.
Maxi should have won.
Maxi should have won.
Not only did Rupaul like gush over it.
Yeah.
And also in the walk around, she was like, that's really hard material. I don't think you should do that. And then she did it and she slayed it.
And she slayed it.
Rupaul should have been like, you know what? T, you win.
I was wrong and you were right and you win. Yeah. For sure. No, she looked fucking phenomenal.
It's true.
Honestly,
everything about it.
I don't understand. Like, if she didn't win that.
What else is there? Like,
what? Yeah. Yeah. Wild.
Okay. Yeah.
I also particularly love her because she was one of the two queens that at the beginning said they don't have any sewing experience.
Yeah,
and
true.
Like, wow. She fucking pulled it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. It was awesome.
It was awesome. And then we had Karen from Finance's Chappelle Corby.
There's a lot to unpack in this one.
I really, really love Karen.
I love Karen too.
I've got to say the outfit as a whole with the blunt and also the boogie board and shit looked horrific. The look without all that, the dress by itself looked horrific.
Yeah, that's true. It looked like a 2009
like a Disney Channel Ashley Tisdale red carpet from 2005.
Yeah. It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. But she knew it was bad too.
She did.
This isn't news to her.
No.
Right?
I don't think so.
Make me feel better about being mean.
I think it's not news to her, but I think
she said, she also said it was like a design and she didn't do it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
She did say that, and which is true. It is true. She made a costume, not a design.
Yeah. Oof.
And a bad costume at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, we had Elektra's tie dress.
Okay, beautiful. Stunning.
Yeah, completely.
Stunning.
The dress itself, absolutely iconic.
That silhouette.
The silhouette.
Wow.
The actual execution of sewing all the ties together was fantastic.
Agreed.
I don't think I've ever seen it on Drag Race before.
Yeah, fair.
I vaguely remember one, but I don't remember who or what season. But just to be safe, I'm saying there was one other one. But the wig didn't work, right?
No, the wig, oof. I'm not into it. I don't like the color. I don't think it matches, and I don't like... It looks really fake and plasticky in general, and the style is really wild, and I'm not about that wig.
It doesn't match the
No, it does
vibe.
not at all match it, and it really brings the whole vibe down.
Yeah. Next we had Anita Wiglet's look of cassette tape rolls.
Yeah.
And the pages, which
love.
I actually kind of liked the look.
I actually quite liked it too. I thought she really pulled it off, again, considering she has no sewing experience. The one critique that I disagreed with, which is really funny because it's the positive one they gave her, was they were like, it has a really nice silhouette. And I'm like, girl, what? What silhouette? Where's the waist?
Yeah, I'd agree. But yeah, no, I think it was actually pretty well put together.
I agree. I liked the slit up her leg.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
I liked the shine had the shine from the tape.
Yeah.
Cassette tapes. I agree. Yeah, I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No. And how Scarlett Adams is.
Okay.
Which...
It looks good. Like, we'll get that out there. It is a very well-made thing. Her body looks amazing. The shorts are kind of cool. However, it's not as creative as the judges thought it was. Nor did it deserve to win.
I agree.
It's just a jumpsuit.
And the bottom half was completely bare.
With some grapes on it.
There was, like, nothing happening in the bottom half.
There was nothing happening.
At all.
Like, would I wear it? 100%. Did it deserve to win? No.
No, it did not. And the grapes in the hair, I don't think worked.
No.
I think they look more silly than fashion. And I think the fucking giant basket looked dumb as hell.
That's a really big basket.
Yeah, I don't know. I did not like that.
Fair.
So if you had it your way, tops and bottoms. Bottom two.
Maxi would win.
Yep.
And also, I think probably Elektra I would put in the top, but that's mostly just because I'm so proud of her. Bottoms.
Bottoms.
Definitely, etc.
Yeah, I would have put etc. and Karen.
Yeah, and probably Karen, and then I would have sent etc. home because Karen, I love Karen.
Yeah, just personality-wise, I adore Karen. Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
Okay, next thing though is the lip sync, and like 10 seconds in, I was like, this is really boring.
It was not a great lip sync.
It was not a great lip sync.
Although, to be fair, I think that's on us for expecting... We should not be expecting splits and fucking spins from every queen.
No, I definitely agree, but...
Neither of them are doing anything.
And Coco, for example, she didn't do any splits or anything like that, but she was amazing to watch. She was an interesting person to watch, whereas these two, it was like, okay, well, we know who's going home. Let's just wrap it up now, guys. You know? Yeah,
at least Karen gave... Like, she was giving comedy. She was giving
did.
Something.
A couple of times she did.
Yeah.
And Anita kind of attempted to do that towards the end, but by then it was too late.
Yeah. So anyway, Anita goes home. Well,
Sadly.
to be fair, this bottom two is my personal hell. But
I agree.
But Anita going home really breaks my heart.
I agree. Poor baby Anita.
I really feel like she was in the running to win.
I agree. Also, her exit interview-ish situation... where she was so sweet. She was like, blah, blah.
Oh my God,
loved
yeah,
everyone.
on the stage.
And then she stole a bunch of shit from the workroom.
That was so funny.
Might
just take some of these.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That was really good.
Everyone crying as well, just to backtrack for a second. When she was on stage, Karen and Keita was like, oh.
Exactly. My heart.
She's so sweet.
So sweet.
She was like a genuinely kind-hearted person. And you can, when you can just tell that people... not only aren't going to be dragged into drama, but also genuinely have no idea that it's going on. Yeah. So she's one of them.
Yeah.
Cutie.
I agree.
Cutie.
So cute. Adorable. And we love you.
We love you. And we're so sad. I would go see her.
I would too.
Hey, wait. We can.
Oh, we can. That's right. Anyway, that's a discussion for another time.
It is.
A couple more things. Danny Minogue's... They did a Danny Minogue song on the week that Danny Minogue was not there.
Yeah, that was really weird. But
make
also,
it make sense.
I didn't agree with the song choice. If you're going to do a Danny/Kylie song, make it a bop. That wasn't really a bop.
I mean, does Danny have many bops?
I don't know, but I did read online when she was on there that she's got, like, quite a few number one songs and shit, so there must be a bop in there somewhere.
And then the preview for next week's episode is a fucking marketing challenge.
It is.
Why this many seasons into Drag Race are they still doing marketing challenges on a drag queen show?
Yeah, that's fair.
They rationalize it as like branding.
Yeah.
But like It's so fucking dumb.
It is pretty dumb.
And it doesn't utilize our drag queen skills.
No, it's definitely an odd choice. But the bit that from the preview that I mostly took away from was when Rue said something super dramatic. I don't know what that was. She was like, now before we start.
Yeah, before you go.
Yeah.
There's something we need to talk about.
Yeah. Oof. That was loud.
This is a perfect segue into one last thing.
Yes. Bless me.
We need to have an actual discussion about something. And that is, in the past week, I have learned that drag queen Scarlett Adams,
right,
who I've been very harsh on today, has a pretty damning past of racism.
Really?
Yes.
Oof.
So personally, I do not at all feel comfortable supporting her.
Wild.
Yeah, a lot of cultural appropriation and blackface. Like 10 different blackface incidents.
No.
Like, yeah, like a lot.
That's pretty bad.
That's like not just a one-off mistake.
No. I was just about to say, like,
one-off mistake, apologize. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Like, it's bad, but, you know, can be forgiven in the right circumstance. Potentially, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
10? That's an active choice.
That's an active choice.
That's an active
Not just that. It
choice.
was like every possible culture.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Which I believe she's apologized in video form in the past. But like, it wasn't that long ago. The last one was only a few years ago. I don't know. Like, obviously I want people to change and grow, but just I don't feel comfortable supporting her.
I mean, you do want people to change and grow, but that's after 1 or 2 mistakes. After 10, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
There comes a point. I think it depends on, like, the severity of the situation. You know, like Mark Wahlberg. Oh, my God. Mark Wahlberg.
Yes.
You know how he almost, like, literally
killed a
guy.
Yes.
Like, I understand that was 20 years ago and kind of a one-off, but that's so bad that it's unforgivable, you know?
Yeah.
10 times is so bad,
Yeah.
it's kind of unforgivable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
Oof.
So, like...
Not to bring in a discussion of racism.
Yeah, like, we don't really... I don't know. It's not our place to forgive or not forgive, but...
oh, no, for sure.
I don't feel comfortable supporting.
No, oh, definitely.
That's fair, right? And honestly, from the First Nations people I've seen talking about it on social media in the past week...
Yeah.
They are also not willing to forgive at the moment. Just, at the very least, forget.
I mean, totally fair.
Completely.
I feel like white people in Australia have done literally nothing to generally make up
for the past 200 years.
Yeah, to
150
First Nations people, and so why would they ever forgive anything? Basically,
fair.
In my opinion.
Yeah. So I mean, who knows? Maybe RuPaul's saying, Scarlett Adams, we need to talk about your racist past.
I hope so.
I hope so too. Probably won't be, but I hope so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did that whole thing with that other thing last season.
Oh yeah, that
America.
was a sexual assault before the season came out.
Wild.
Yeah. Anyway, so we need an Aussie slang of the week, and this one's a shock to us both.
Yeah.
I just want to have a fair suck of the sav.
Also, they said gobby.
They also said gobby. Let's do one each.
I don't feel comfortable explaining what a gobby is. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You'll say the C word every minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, gobby's a blowjob.
Interesting. See, I would have said yes, it was that, but also like a cum-filled blowjob.
It was a sloppy blowjob.
Wild. Okay, and then what's the other one? Suck of the sav.
A fair suck of the sav.
A fair suck of the sav. Iconic.
In Australia, a sav is a sausage, like a hot dog sausage.
Usually that's usually a battered sav.
Which are delish.
Saveloy, I think, is actually the full word.
This is true. Anyway, a fair suck of the sav, from my research, because I had never heard that either, was that it just means I want a fair chance. I want a fair go.
That's weird. I mean, fair.
It makes sense.
It does make sense.
I want a fair suck of the sav, but
it does 100% make sense. But
Australia?
also, you don't suck salves. You eat them.
I mean, speak for yourself.
It definitely feels like a gay saying.
Okay, coming out here with the hate crimes.
Mine's a mistake. I can be forgiven.
Yeah, okay. I just had to do 2 word of the weeks.
Yeah, sorry. They said multiple things as
well. Why
won't
you say sloppy blowjob?
What?
Never mind. Anyway. I thought that was a great episode. I thought it was really drama-filled and entertaining. Maddie was clearly distracted. What's it like to be so wrong?
It was fine. It was nothing compared to last week's episode, but I will say it was better than the first two.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting. Anyway.
Yes.
Maddie.
Nicholas.
Where can people follow you?
Oh, yeah. Okay, Lady Alice 101. Mm-hmm. Twitter. Insta. YouTube. TikTok.
Amazing. If you want to follow the pod.
Yep.
WTFIH podcast on Instagram.
Yeet.
And Twitter. And on YouTube you can find it at WTF is happening the podcast. All the links are obviously in the description of our episode. And if you want to follow me, you can. Can you believe it? At NIC_sushi on Twitter and TikTok.
Yes.
And that's that on that.
His TikTok pops up, I'm not going to lie. That video of you in that like weird filter.
Oh, the Versailles run? Iconic.
Hilarious. That was so funny.
That's the fucking stupidest filter. I love it.
It's so true.
Anyway. Cute. See you next week for episode 5. We're halfway through.
Wow.
Can you believe? Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Justice for Anita Wiglet.
Justice for Anita Wiglet.
Bye.
I love her.
I love her too.